We know that research can sometimes be a challenge. That's why we've got a few layers of research help available to you as a UJ student. In this video, we'll discuss your help options and ways to get in touch from the library website and in MyUJ. Let's start with the library website. Right below the catalog search box and some links to library resources, there's a help and how-to section with a few expandable boxes. Expand the first box to learn about some of the research help options that are available to you. The first button, Ask a Librarian, will help you get in touch with library staff for whatever your question might be about. Things like research, troubleshooting database access, or general questions. You can also select Make an Appointment to schedule a meeting with a librarian. This is probably your quickest and easiest way to set up some one-on-one research help, so let's take a look at this process. The first thing to do is make sure that the drop-down menu at the top of the page is set to the location where you want your meeting to take place. You can meet with a librarian in person in Raucous Library or online over Zoom. From there, select a date from the calendar and then a time from the list and hit Continue. On the next screen, you'll fill out a quick form that lets us know who you are and what you're working on. Once you hit Confirm Appointment, you are all set. You will get a confirmation email and a reminder, and you'll get added directly to the library calendar. If you booked an online appointment, you'll get a link to the Zoom meeting in your email. If you made an in-person appointment, just come to Raucous Library at the time of your meeting. Back on the library website, let's talk about research guides next. Research guides are great resources to consult when you're getting started on a research project. They contain search tips and database suggestions and are organized by subject and course. The subjects here correspond to the majors and programs on campus. So if the class you're doing research for is a communications course, click on that subject and you'll see the guides for that major. A few for specific comms classes, one for communication research in general, and one with tips and resources for online and graduate students. Let's head back to the library website. Next, we've got some tutorials, including a link to our YouTube channel for video walkthroughs like this one of library search tools, APA citation help, and useful library services. We've also got step-by-step instructions for how to find different types of sources, from articles to ebooks and more. There are also links in that expandable section to some general guides, including one about getting started on a research project. The next two expandable boxes provide help resources for citing and evaluating sources and for renewing and requesting library items. The Citing and Evaluating Sources box has tips for annotated bibliographies too, as well as information on how to identify different types of sources. If you scroll back up to the website navigation, you'll also see pages titled For Students and Library and Research Help. On the For Students page are quick links and information about services and resources that are especially useful to students, things like popular resources and some help options. On the Library and Research Help page is all kinds of useful information about using the library and doing research. So that's all available from the library website. There are also links to many of these same help options in MyUJ. In the black menu bar along the top of your screen is a library resources link. Click on that and you'll get to this page with quick links to the catalog, databases, research guides, the library website, and appointment booking. You'll also see some tile buttons that will link you to useful information depending on what your question is about. Things like getting started, citing sources, and off-campus access to online library resources. Below that are some video tutorials for common questions we get in the library, and at the very bottom of the page is general contact information. In this video, we shared some options for getting research help through the UJ libraries. As always, don't hesitate to reach out to the Reference and Instruction Librarian with questions. Email reference@uj.edu or drop by if you're passing through the library.